everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas to you, everybody, if you celebrate it. If you don't, well, happy holidays. I won't sing to you. It's not that sort of channel, boys and girls. Right, today I'm doing the long-awaited review of the Casioak, or Casioak, to give it its proper name, the GA-2100. And of course, it's my first ever G-Shock. I told you a little bit about this one, must be about a month ago or so now, I suppose. A friend of mine bought it for his son. His son hated it. It was too difficult for him to work. He brought it around to me to have a look at. I offered him an Xbox One as a trade for it. He accepted. I've had it a good month and I love it. Absolutely love it. I've got to give you a little bit of information about it as well. The name, the Casioak, was first used or made up by a chap called Stephen Davila or Davala on the Scottish Watches Facebook group. So that's where the nickname, the Casioak, came from. A Scotsman, I'm guessing he's Scottish, seeing he's in the Scottish Facebook group, Stephen Davala. So if you come across him, he's the one that started that name off. As I say, it's my first ever G-Shock. What put me off them before was the size of them. You know, I thought they were absolutely far too big, far too bulky, just massive great things. And that put me off a little bit. Now, I know a lot of you know that I own the Diesel Big Daddy, which is an absolute frying pan of a watch. Some people like it, some people hate it, and some people send me interesting, hate-filled emails about it. But, you know, each to their own. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to say you don't like it. And if you like it, again, you're more than welcome to have an opinion. You know what they say about opinions, don't you? And I'll keep it festive, but opinions are like bumholes, aren't they? Everyone's got one. So here's my opinion on this one for what it's worth. Setting up on it was an absolute nightmare. It really was an absolute pain in the posterior. I nearly give up, I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm 50. I'm pretty much tech savvy. I'm not going to say I'm an idiot with this sort of things, but never actually using the G-Shock interface before. And with this one, it was an absolute nightmare to program up. When you first get it, it's like putting a new battery in. You've got to push the top button for a few seconds until it beeps twice, and then the hands will whiz around. Look at that, knock me prop over. The hands will whiz around up to 12 o'clock, so they're centralized. Then you can go through all the other settings, you know, the date and the digital time and so on and so on. But that was an absolute pig, and I really hated doing it. So initial impressions was, I love the watch, but what a pain to set it up. And I'm going to have to do that again, probably in the next maybe 2 to 4 years when the battery on it goes. So that's a little downside maybe for some of you. Some of you might find it absolutely easy, but me, I really, really struggle. I just thought I wouldn't record it then, but I am. Yeah, so let's have a little look at the face a minute. As you can see here, I've got the one that you can see. They do a dark version as well, the stealth mode, which I'm glad that my mate never had. And that bell you can just hear is a cat that's just come in. I've put a bell on him because he keeps killing birds, so got fed up with that. Oh, and he's going to use the tray. How nice. So I'm trying to record you, girl. Right. So you can see over here, you've got the day, and obviously today is Monday. And when this gets up to Saturday, it doesn't reset back up that way. It actually does a full circuit all the way around to the Sunday. And I can't believe that. That cat's just had a piddle, and you probably heard it on stream. But there you go. It's 20 bar water resistant, so that's 200 meters. You've got a little light on it, which, to be honest with you, the light isn't that impressive. It's okay. I wish it was brighter, but it's not that impressive. I'll put it on a moment just so you can see there. Look, I got it set up for its smallest thing. Obviously you've got your modes on it as well. It's world timer, which is going to be a bit difficult to see. I don't know if I can get it right here a minute. Press the mode. There's your stopwatch. There's your timer. There's your alarm. I've got it on hourly chime because I like that. Back to time, and it's a world timer as well. Very, very thin. It actually wears fantastically well. It really does wear well. Build quality, it's a G-Shock, so you know it's going to be very impressive. But having said that again, I've got to be completely honest with you. You might catch here, there's a couple of little scratches. You just maybe make them out just across here. So whether these buttons are plastic with like a chromey type coating on them, or whether they're stainless steel, I honestly don't know. If it's coated, it's going to wear off in time. I don't know, I might be talking out my hat, but I'm only saying, you know, what I've noticed about it. And there are a couple of scratches on there. One thing I didn't know about these Casios is they're modular. So if you take these screws here, I always thought these were for the strap, to adjust the strap on it, to take the strap off. But no, it's not. You unscrew that one, this one, that one there, focus, focus, that one there, and that one, and all this top bit comes off and you can replace it. So they're modular. So that's got me thinking. Now, I'm not a G-Shock man at all. This is my first one I've ever had. Are all the G-Shock ranges that? You know, the ones that have got all the big industrial screws and Allen keys on the top here? Can you take those off and change the module on it as well? You know, the actual, what's the word I'm looking for? Not the module, that's inside. The actual case, rather, that's the word I'm looking for. Can you do that with all of them? So when these get a bit beat up, you can actually change them over. I don't know. When I first had this, it was the satiny kind of effect on it. As you can see, it's starting to go shiny from wear. I like that. I do like that. I like the mat. I like the strap on it, which is unusual for me. I don't normally like these kind of straps, but this is really comfortable. I like it very, very much. Of course, it's got your carbon core. If you see here, inside the shape there, look, just there, you can see that's the carbon. So the outside is your plasticky resin, and then you've got your carbon here. So all that on the inner is carbon. Downside I've noticed when I first had it is some of my hairs on my arms was actually going in between here somewhere. And you'd move and it'd pull the hair out your arm. Now, whether that's just me, I don't know. Whether I wear them too loose so they move around a bit, I don't know. But I'm just saying again, so in case you've got really hairy arms, might be an idea to wear these a little bit tighter than you would normally. This one here, of course, is, where's this one made to? Cased in Thailand. Yeah, I was struggling to see that. All I had to do was look for the camera, wasn't it? Quick release straps on it, which is very, very nice. You can get the adapters, of course, as well, that you can put in there. They do make adapters, so you can put in there and then put a different strap or the strap that you like on it. I was going to pick up one of those adapters, but the only ones I found is they adapt from the, I think that's a 17mm. I might be wrong, but I think it's a 17mm. And they adapt up to, I think it was a 24mm strap. Well, I've got no 24mm strap, so I didn't do it. Nice little buckle clasp there. Printed on the reverse with Casio Thailand. On the whole, I'm delighted with it. And it's so thin, it really is. And it wears so nicely. It's got loads of little features on it as well where you can make the hands do all sorts of silly things. When the hands go down and obscure the digital screen, you push those two, the mode and light button together, and the hands all whiz out the way. So you can see the LCD screen. I like that. That looks quite nice, but I do wish it was a bit brighter. I mean, it's adequate. The loom on the hands is okay. I'm not going to say it's spectacular, but it's okay. And straight at the box, these applied indices here, they're not loomed. I've seen some mods where people have loomed these, and I quite like that. But as standard, they're not loomed. So there we go. My first G-Shock and protection. Some people don't like that on the face. I like it. You know, I suppose you could take it off if you was that fussy about it. I do like it. It's not, you know, a busy face. It's got a few complications, and I'll give you a wrist shot. And then you can see what you think. Here we go. There, she's back on the wrist. Now, I only took this one off yesterday because my good friend, somewhere in time, what shall I call him this time? He's been Bruce, he's been Nico, so this time I think I'll call him Yannick. My mate Yannick at somewhere in time gave me a lovely Pulsar watch. It was lovely. It was a chronograph, it's a digital, it was analog, it was really nice. I went to see a nephew of mine yesterday and I was wearing the Pulsar. He's 9 years old and he said to me, "Ted, I'd love a watch like that." I said, "Well, if you're a good boy," I said, "you know, Father Christmas might give you one." "Oh no," he said, "I doubt it." He said, "I'll have something like that they get picked from Wish," because he had one on that's one of these little Wish sport bands. Thin little yellow thing. It was, well, Christmas cracker really. I don't want to be funny, but it was like a Christmas cracker. So we was chatting away and he was looking at me and I said, "Here boy, have it." So I gave it to him. Yannick, I'm sorry about that, but it's gone to a very, very loving home. He's made up with it. He phoned me up this morning again to say, you know, how pleased he is. His parents had just said, "You made his day with that." I said, "Well, you know, I ain't going to sit there like, you know, when he's just dribbling at it. It'll get him into watches as well." So, you know, that's the next generation that's potentially getting into it. So it's got to be good, isn't it? I do miss it one. It was a lovely watch. It was really nice. I wish I'd done a review on it before. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a safe Christmas. What's, you know, what we've got of it. I'm not going to get political, but what we've got of it. And a little quiz for you as well. I'd like you to do something for me. I want to see who watches the end of this video. So if you watch right to the end, thank you very much. And I'd like you to comment the word stuffing. Just stuffing, because I want to see how many people watch all the videos. Thanks very much. Take care. Stay safe. Cheers.